Welcome to the monthly release highlights for Okta Workforce Identity. We'll go over new generally available features and early access new features. Let's get started. Generally available features. Universal Logout for Serbi app. Serbi now supports Universal Logout. This enables admins to automatically sign users out of this app when Universal Logout is triggered. Role-based access control is now available. As Okta workflows can make comprehensive changes both inside Okta and out to other connected SaaS apps, access to workflows was previously restricted to Okta super admins. While this regulation enhanced the security of Okta workflows, it limited the number of users, restricted the scalability of Okta workflows, and reduced overall value to customers. With role-based access control, you can now assign workflows privileges to more users without granting unnecessary access. To support this feature, 3 new roles are available. Workflows Administrator for full access administration within Okta workflows only. Workflows Auditor for compliance management with read-only access. And Connection Manager for securely handling accounts and credentials. RBAC allows customers to expand the use of Okta workflows beyond super admins, enabling more team members to build, run, and manage workflows securely and efficiently. There are 4 new event types that record the RBAC feature activity in the Okta system log. Request expiration and enhanced notifications for access requests. To prevent accumulation of stale requests and improve the notification experience, Okta is making the following changes. New requests now automatically expire after 60 consecutive days of inactivity. Completing a task, answering a question, or leaving a message on a request resets the 60-day expiration period. Any requests created before the general availability of this feature expire after 60 days of inactivity on or around April 7th, 2025. Notifications about expiring requests are sent at 30 days, 5 days, and 1 day before the request expires. The user setting to receive daily reminders about overdue tasks and requests is no longer available. It is replaced by the new request expiration notifications. Delete users with granular deprovisioning in Microsoft Office 365. You can now delete users as part of the deprovisioning process in Office 365. Support for importing Active Directory group descriptions. The descriptions of groups sourced from Active Directory now use their description from AD. These replace any previous descriptions of AD-sourced groups in Okta, which used a pretty printed version of the distinguished name instead. New Hyperdrive Agent version. This version includes the Microsoft Edge WebView 2 control. Polling for agentless desktop single sign-on and integrated Windows authentication. Agentless desktop single sign-on and integrated Windows authentication sessions now include polling to reduce the likelihood of service disruptions when bandwidth use peaks. For users authenticating with ADSO or IWA during peak use periods, this change increases the likelihood that a server will be available to process their authentication request. Case numbers for impersonation events. When an org grants impersonation for a support case, the case number now appears in the system log. Step-up authentication for Office 365. This enhancement enables customers to dynamically prompt for Okta MFA when needed, without having MFA configured in the authentication policy. Enforce number challenge for desktop MFA. You can now enforce number challenge on all push notifications for desktop MFA, regardless of the authentication policy. Let's wrap up with a look at early access features. Authentication claims sharing between Okta orgs. Authentication claims sharing allows an admin to configure their Okta org to trust claims from identity providers during single sign-on. Sharing claims also allows Okta to interpret the authentication context from an identity provider. This helps eliminate duplicate factor challenges during user authentication and helps improve security posture. Custom admin role for Okta device access. You can now configure custom admin roles to view and manage Okta device access functionality. This enhancement enables IT teams to designate admins who can effectively manage Okta device access capabilities without requiring them to have the most. Elevated security permissions. On-prem connector for SAP NetWeaver AB app. provides an out-of-the-box solution that connects SAP on-premises apps with Okta Identity Governance. It enables the discovery, visibility, and management of SAP entitlements directly in Okta. This integration enhances security, saves time, and simplifies governance by eliminating the need for custom integrations and by streamlining entitlement management. Step-up authentication for updating policies. Okta prompts for step-up authentication when admins perform protected actions in the admin console, like updating sign-on policies. The changes are only allowed after the admin authenticates successfully. This feature enhances org security by allowing admins to require MFA before performing protected actions. Granular account linking for certain identity providers. When admins link users from SAML and OIDC identity providers, they can now exclude specific users and admins. This improves security by allowing admins to configure granular access control scenarios. OpenID Connect identity providers now support full group sync and adding a user to a group that they don't already belong to. A user who authenticates with an external IP is added to all available groups when full sync of groups is enabled. The user is added to any groups that they don't already belong to when Add User to Missing Groups is enabled. This allows you to specify certain groups that users should be added to. Track MFA abandonment in the system log. You can now monitor abandoned MFA attempts in the system log using the user authentication auth via MFA event. The event now has two additional statuses for the event outcome. Unanswered, MFA prompt was abandoned, but the user eventually signed in using another authenticator. Abandoned, MFA prompt was abandoned, and the user couldn't sign in. Thanks for viewing the release highlights for Okta's Workforce Identity. For additional details, please visit the Okta release notes and help article links, which can be found in the video description.